Hi there, I am Alex Cunningham, and I will walk you through this Shopify tutorial step by step.
Today, I'm going to walk you step by step through setting up sales tax in your Shopify store so you can make sure your business stays compliant and you don't get lost in the weeds. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to find the right settings, how to add your tax rates, and what those little details mean for your sales. Let's dive right in and get your store set up for success. First, start by logging into your Shopify admin page. This is your main control panel. Think of it as the cockpit for your e-commerce business. If you're already logged in, great. If not, just use your store credentials as you normally would. Being on your admin page is super important because it's where all your store's behind-the-scenes management happens. Next, find and click on Settings at the bottom left of the dashboard. I always like to think of Settings as the toolbox for your store. From here, you can adjust everything from shipping rules to checkout preferences and, of course, taxes. Taking a moment to get familiar with this area makes everything easier down the line. Once you're in Settings, look for Tax and Duties. This is where Shopify helps you handle the sometimes confusing world of sales tax, so you don't have to figure out all the rates and regulations by yourself. Click that option and you'll land on the page where all your tax regions are listed. This is your starting point for setting things up properly. Now you'll see the different countries or regions where you can collect tax. Click on the country in which you want to set up sales tax collection. For example, if you're selling in the Philippines, you'd select that country, but this process works similarly for many others. Once you've clicked on the country, you'll see the existing tax rate. Here, for instance, there's a 12% tax implemented. This is an important moment. Make sure the tax rate matches the official rate for your location. Shopify usually pulls in the standard rate, but it's always wise to double-check with your local regulations or government resources. If you spot a mismatch, you can adjust it right here. Below the main tax rate section, there's a spot for overrides. Overrides allow you to fine-tune your tax settings for specific products or regions within a country. Say you sell both books, which might have a reduced tax rate, and clothing, which might be taxed at the standard rate. You'd use overrides to handle that. If you don't have any exceptions, you can skip this part, but it's good to know it's there in case your store grows or your inventory changes. Once you're happy with your main tax rate and any overrides you need, head back to the regional settings. Now, Shopify lets you add other countries where you plan to collect tax. If you want to sell internationally, this part's a must. It's worth noting, though, that when you add countries in, especially many across Europe, you'll be asked to provide VAT numbers or other tax identification. This is all about making sure your store follows the rules in those countries so you don't run into snagging issues later. If you're unsure how to register for a VAT number, Shopify has some great resources, or you can reach out to a local accountant for guidance. That's really it. You've got your taxes set up for your Shopify store. I know it can seem intimidating at first, but once you walk through each area and know what those options mean, it gets a lot simpler. Remember, you can always come back and update these settings as your business grows, your locations change, or local tax laws shift. Thanks for sticking with me through this important part of setting up your Shopify store. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and drop any questions or experiences you've had in the comments below. I'd love to help out or hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe for more actionable tutorials to help your business thrive. See you in the next video.